Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the Integra. It is a dirty Integra as it has been raining in the Bay Area for the past week. We had another atmospheric river or a rain event, whatever you want to call it, so the car has been dirty. I didn't get a chance to wash it. But today we're in the Integra and we are in the town or city of Livermore, I guess specifically the Livermore Valley, and we're going to be driving on Mines Road. Never driven on Mines Road. Like I think I've said that I've said this a few times. I basically find roads by going on Google Maps or Apple Maps and looking for windy roads. I did that this morning and I'm like, let's check out Mines Road and let's record a video. Basically based on the satellite view. So I basically changed the filters to satellite mode and like I took a look at the road condition, if that makes sense. And it looks pretty narrow. So I figured, okay, let's bring the smaller car first and, you know, see how it, I guess how the road is. And then, you know, if it's actually decent, I'll bring the bigger car, which is the RC. But yep, we are in the Integra and we'll be doing Mines Road today. So as usual, let us do a quick little walk around and then we will get started on this drive. So here is the car, and the car is filthy as again it's been raining. I didn't get a chance to wash it. But here is the car. The lease is almost up, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have, you know, with this car to record videos and things of that nature. So I guess I'm just trying to pump out content with the Integra for as long as I have it. Yeah, again, it's a lease, no modifications, completely stock. This is how the car looks straight from the factory. I guess it's missing the optional accessories. I think you can get like a side skirt, a little diffuser, and I believe a lip from Acura. But this is the A-Spec tech package, fully loaded Integra. But let's get started on this drive. I do have some updates on the RC and just, I don't know, things that I've done. So we will talk about that as we get on the road. So let me fix this seat, sorry. It went up. So Mines Road is about, I think, 5 or 10 minutes away from where I'm at. So what I'm gonna do is, and let me wait for the seat to go down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the recording here, and once I'm at Mines Road, I'll restart the recording and then we'll continue the drive from that point forward. So essentially I will see you guys in, I'd say maybe 2-3 minutes, because it's not actually 10 minutes away. I think it's down the street. Anyways, I'll see you guys in 2-3 minutes once I'm on Mines Road, and we'll continue the recording from there. All right, guys, welcome back. We are on Mines Road now, and I don't know. This is kind of like the Bay Area's wine valley, or like this is like wine country basically. So obviously Napa is the more famous one, and the Livermore Valley is like not as well known like internationally, I guess, but if you're a local here, Livermore wineries are pretty famous. They actually have a wine train or a wine bus. It's like a 4 or 5 hour tour, and like they take you to different vineyards. I've never done it. I'm not much of an alcohol person. Like I'll drink, you know, a little bit for like a special occasion, but like I'm not the type of person who will go to a bar for like X amount of hours and drink, or like sit at a winery for a few hours and drink. That's just not the type of person I am. But yeah, I mean, if you're ever here, the wine bus or wine tour sounds pretty fun if you're into drinking wine and, you know, tasting new types of wines. But this is the country basically. I mean, I don't know, this is extremely rural compared to the actual heart of the Bay Area, because this is like the outskirts of the Bay, Livermore. Some people don't even consider Livermore the Bay, so it really depends like who you are, because a lot of people consider only the cities touching the water or the actual bay to be a part of the Bay Area. So it just depends, you know, what you consider the Bay. Anyways, enough of the geography talk. This is Mines Road. This first part of the road is a bit boring. Essentially, we're gonna make a left somewhere up here, and that's when the windy part comes in. And then the other thing to note is that this road turns into a 1-lane road, and my plan is to end the video right before the 1-lane road starts, because obviously a 1-lane road is not fun. It's not safe to push the car. So we will end the video once we get to that point. But yeah. Let me actually also talk about the RC. I know someone in the comments of my last video kind of talked about the ceramic coating, and I had a reply where I kind of gave an update on the RC. But basically I took the car in and you know, I dropped it off. I kind of showed my detailer some of the trouble spots in terms of chips that I want to get patched up and things like that. So he took the car in, he did a wash, and then he did a chemical decontamination, which is basically you're putting like iron remover on the paint to get rid of any like fallout. And after he did the chemical decon, he kind of told me and showed me that, like, you know, the paint is still beating like crazy, which means the ceramic coating is still good. And basically we decided not to polish and reapply the coating because the coating was still strong after the decon. So I basically picked up the car without doing the coating. He did touch up some chips, but essentially what I learned is that for ceramic coatings, and he used the word that coatings have pores, and you need to clear out those pores through chemical decontamination every 6 months to a year. And he said you could use like CarPro, Iron X, things like that, and that will clear out the pores, basically. I don't know what the scientific term is, but it clears out the pores and it'll essentially rejuvenate the coating in terms of its beating properties. So it was kind of crazy, actually, like how that's all you have to do. And he kind of told me, like, bring it in maybe next year, so next January, and we'll take a look at it again. But as it sits right now, the paint is perfect. So that was you know, I guess good for my wallet, right? I didn't have to spend you know, I think $600-700 to, you know, reapply the coating. So that's the update on the RC. What I learned is you got to do a chemical decon every 6 months to a year, depending on how you treat the car, where you park it, and the coating is good to go. So that's the update on the RC. I'm also a bit nervous because this car doesn't have standard GPS, so I can't like look to see where Mines Road is, and hopefully this is it. Hopefully there's a sign that says Mines Road. Let's see. I think this is it. Actually, I think this is it. Hopefully it is. If not, that would be sad. Alright, let's get in sport mode. Alright, first impressions. Road is rough. Pavement is not the smoothest. Road is super narrow, as you can tell. And again, I've never driven on this road, so I'm gonna take it chill. I'm not gonna push it like I normally do on roads that I'm familiar with. But anyways, another, I guess, update with the RC. So yesterday I went on a little beach cruise with the SJSU Car Club, the SAEC. I think I brought it up a while ago that I'm not, I guess, an official member of that car club since I'm like an alumni. I'm not a student, but I usually go to their cruises and meets. And yesterday they had a cruise to the beach, like Half Moon Bay, Pigeon Point Lighthouse, if you're familiar with that. So I went over there with the RC, and it was fun. You know, just going for cruises, you know, meeting people, mingling with people, and, like, you know, talking about cars. It's a nice, I don't know, community bonding event, if you want to call it that. And yeah, they actually did rollers of my car, which is pretty cool. So there was me, you know, I have a Lexus, and then this other person had a Lexus too, and they wanted to do like rollers with both Lexuses or Lexus-I. So that was pretty fun. We did like 2-3 rollers, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And that actually made me realize that maybe I can bring my recording setup to these cruises, because the concern that I had was that, you know, for privacy concerns, like, I don't want to record other people in their cars, because, you know, I'm like, do I have to ask for permission? But no, I mean, a lot of people brought their GoPros, they stuck it to their cars, and you know, they recorded the drive. So next time, you know, if they do a cruise, I'll definitely bring my GoPro setup, and I'll record the meet and the cruise. But yeah, that is the update. Now we're on the windy roads. What I will say is this road is super bumpy, and I absolutely do not have confidence in the corners because the suspension is a bit all over the place. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this road. First impressions, it's not, what is the right word? You can't exactly push the car. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you're more comfortable dealing with uneven pavement, I'm not, because I've had experiences where, you know, traction control would kick in, or not ABS, but, you know, the traction control light would come on, and, you know, it's obviously not safe. And And I guess the other thing is I don't even know if this is Mines Road. I hope it is. I think it is. But we will continue the podcast in a bit once we're out of the twisties or if we're stuck behind traffic. Really unsettled. The suspension is not liking this road at all. Well, we have some fresh pavement here. Hopefully it's a bit better. At least it looks fresh. Reminds me of Mount Hamilton Road where there's no guardrails and like literally it's a cliff right on the edge. Reminds me of that. Sorry, I've got stuff in the trunk. I had to return some things on the way back from this drive. Yeah, so this road is interesting. Again, I am not too familiar with the road, and the bumpiness of the road is not giving me the the most confidence in the world that I usually have. I feel like maybe if I come here maybe two or three more times, I'll be able to push it more. But I'd say it definitely seems fun. It's just, again, the bounciness is not giving the suspension. I just don't feel confident. I've said it like 2-3 times, but I think that's the best way to put it. The view is actually nice though. The canyons and whatnot. It's cool scenery. Honestly glad I didn't bring the RC here. I feel like you know, I would be bouncing around a lot more with that car. I'm also going to try going on individual mode. That's where the suspension is in comfort mode. I want to see if that does anything. Because in sport mode, I'm literally just bouncing around, and I don't really have the most confidence in these corners. So let's see if a softer suspension will do it. It actually feels a lot better. That's crazy. I guess it's just soaking up the bumps a lot more. Obviously the steering and throttle has been dulled down, but and there's more body roll, but I have a bit more confidence now. road is very fun. Like, the corners are, obviously they're tight corners, but again, it's not like back to back to back like Mount Hamilton Road. You can actually bring out the car a bit. It's just, again, just the condition of the road isn't the greatest. I wish it was a little bit better, but I will say having a, you know, putting the dampers in comfort mode has helped me a bit in terms of being confident. Now we're stuck behind slow traffic. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good road, I will say. It just, again, if you don't like bouncy roads, or if your car is like super low, you may not like it. Thank you so much. So I'm not really sure where this road goes. Based on the sign when I turn left, it seems like it goes to Mount Hamilton, if I read it right, which is crazy. I wonder how long this road actually is. But again, like as I said, it turns into a one-lane road, so I don't know how exciting it'll be. The other thing I do want to note, and I brought this up, I think in the Mount Hamilton Road video, that we changed the tires on this car, and these new tires that we have, it's not as performance oriented as the stock tires that this car came with, and we're actually here at the one-lane road. I may pop a Yui right here. I think I will pop a Yui because I think it's a one-lane road for a while after this. But as I was saying, once we these new tires that we have installed on the car, they're not as performance oriented. These are, again, all seasons, and I think the previous tires that we had were all seasons as well. But yeah, I've noticed the tires will start screeching, you know, even when I'm just pushing it, like, I don't know if gently is the right word, but the same level of driving. Let me think of the word. Okay, so, you know, there's different ranges of how you can drive, like 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, etc. Let's say I'm driving 5/10 on the old tire and this tire. I feel like these tires, the new tires, complain a lot more easily than the old tires, the stock tires. And in terms of steering feel, road feel, I feel less of the road with these new tires compared to stock. So I'm forgetting what tire we actually have on this. I'll take a look, but yeah, that's what I've noticed. Again, handling's not bad, it's just less feel than what the car used to have. But anyways, guys, that was Mines Road. I don't know, I think this was it was a fun drive. It's just, I guess I didn't get to push the car as much as I would have hoped, and I sound like a broken record again. Just the uneven pavement, the bouncy pavement, is obviously, it's not safe to push the car too hard, but this is definitely a fun road. I think I will come back here again. And also the other thing that played a role is, right, this was the first time I'm driving on this road. I don't really know how the corners are, sort of what to expect, but definitely a fun road I'd check out. Again, I don't know how the one-lane road section is. I don't know. Based on the map, you know, it's very narrow and it's not exactly fun, but definitely check out this road. But anyways, guys, we will end the video here. We'll do a moving end, a driving end to this video. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.